I'm Malcolm Van Delst, and this is an excerpt from The 9-Year-Old CEO. The 9-Year-Old CEO follows the adventures of a kid running a gaming company, his brother, and their office manager. Yeah, I'm going to have to work on that. Last week in The 9-Year-Old CEO, the author had trouble writing younger brother Sullian, so she did a character sketch. This is a continuation of chapter 9 called Arduino Peered at Her Computer. Arduino peered at her computer, harumphing. What the? Beowulf, she called. Beowulf! Then she remembered the device on her desk and pushed a button. Beowulf? The child's voice came back to her over the tinny brown speaker. What up, Duino? Duino, get it? Get the joke, Duino? I get it, she said, not a trace of humor in her voice. Beowulf, I've got a document here. Yes? It appears to be an outline for Crash of Santa. And? Did it get sent to Ravinder? One sec. Beowulf came into Duino's office, chanting, Duino, get the joke, Arduino? Oh God, I'll never not love this carpet, he continued as he patted across it towards Arduino. Plush, a couple shades darker than royal blue, the wall-to-wall needed a daily vacuum where it showed every bit of dust and debris, but it felt amazing on the feet. Like walking on a cloud, Beowulf exulted. I should install this in my office too. Arduino, whose desk was surrounded by hardwood flooring to allow ease of movement for a chair, pushed to the left as Beowulf came up beside her. Oh, he said as he read. Oh. Crash of Santa. Good Santa and bad Santa. Bad Santa kills good Santa. Blood everywhere. Clone good Santa. He thanks you. You are always on the good list. You find the secret world. You get lucky coins to buy paths that lead to useful stuff. Only buy the 100 lucky coin paths. Levels will have secret Santas. If you catch one, you get a good power-up. First you complete a world, then you can use the power-up. You can use it to complete the next world. If you find a whistle, you can skip some of the world. If you complete a world or buy 3 sleighs, they are usually in groups of 1, 2, or 3, with the 3s being rare. Sleighs have a wind effect, music, and a song. Here is the song. Which world do you want to go to? There are tons of worlds you can choose, but they are countries. Here's a tip. If you listen to the rest of the song, it will automatically pick, but it will take you to world 3. And since you listen to the whole song, you will get a reward, a hint of some power moves. These power moves can be used for completing boss fights, which can come in handy when you're at a boss fight. Ground, pound, roll, jump, and you can get on top of the boss fight. And that's the end of the song. Da-da-da. Welcome to World 2. We have been waiting for you. Go to the mid-castle to find a boss fight. Beowulf looked at Duino, who stared back at him. Uh-huh, she said. What's in the Bible? He asked. Something different. What happened? We didn't have this document. Needed to get a plan to the dev team, so, well, I wrote one. I like what you wrote. Beowulf stared at Arduino with big, innocent eyes. It's kind of like this, she said, though without the worlds and boss fights and the 2 Santas. It's more like Mario Brothers, but with a Christmas theme. Yeah. Beowulf and Arduino examined the floor, not saying anything. How could this happen? Arduino blurted. We have to rewrite the Bible. Your power only, darn it, what's the word I'm looking for? Maintains, continues, grows, stays alive, subsists. Your power only subsists if you're true to your words. If we're true. Beowulf nodded. Yeah. I remember the last time you wrote something and said it was mine. Arduino assented. The genie figured it out, took us all into HE double hockey sticks. We stuck us in that viscous glue that made movement and even breathing almost impossible, Arduino continued, until we righted the situation. The 2 principals looked at each other. Making Beowulf's words sing, and while sometimes making them make sense, that was Arduino's job. But she couldn't change the word's meaning or add ideas or images that weren't there to begin with. I'm your Gordon Lish, she had told Beowulf once. That made no sense to the young man of business, as a lot of things she said did, but whatever. She always delivered. She mostly delivered. I guess I got a night ahead, Arduino grinned. I'll help, exclaimed Beowulf. I'll bring you hot chocolate and make you din. It's okay. interrupted Arduino, remembering the cucumber and tomato soup Beowulf had made her last time. I'll put my headphones on and go into overdrive. You can order pizza. There's a pizza button on the phone, right? Yes. Press it unless you want to change from our regular order. It's done, boss, said Beowulf, grinning with love and admiration at his office manager and partner. Hi. Okay, I'm getting to work. We're keeping Jack Yeeted Pants. H-E-double yeah, yelled Arduino. He's our wild card, our Northern Star, our Polaris, our Tiwaz, our Druva, our Arduino, said Beowulf in a loud voice. She stopped and looked at him. Enough, he stated firmly, but he was smiling. Next chapter. No one knew. No one knew much about Arduino. She was good at asking questions, but not so good at answering them. Who was she? Where did she come from? What did she do before meeting Beowulf and Sullian? She said that she'd been a web developer who invested in tech companies. If that was true, man, was she smart. She couldn't have been more than 40 years old, yet her money and connections never seemed to end. No, this is no good. Try again. Arduino sat at her desk, staring sideways at her window. The room was dark. She'd often turn off the lights when she worked alone at night. She worked a lot alone at night. I tap into collective consciousness and dreams, she had once told Beowulf, who thought that sounded creepy. Couldn't a kid have privacy in his own dreams? Anyway, she didn't really look into people's thoughts and fantasies, he had continued to think. Or did she? Beowulf didn't like this line of musing. Sullian said Arduino wouldn't do bad things with her powers. He believed she had powers, as he once said to Beowulf, above and beyond those of mere mortals. Sullian remembered the interchange because Beowulf had looked at him funny, causing Sullian to explain, mortals means people. I know, Sullian, said Beowulf. Yet if I didn't tell you what mortals meant, you'd be teasing me for the word right now, Sullian complained. You're right, Beowulf grinned. Anyway, continue. If Arduino has superpowers, what is she? I don't know. Some kind of god. Not like God. Maybe an angel or a saint. Beowulf considered this. Arduino was powerful and different. That was for sure.